homes live where children walk across to schools. That is where the advantage. Better locations would be, if you care about it, sir, which is a very good resource to have for the community, is closer to maybe 82nd Avenue or 96th Avenue where the Max line comes, or 82nd Avenue where people can hop on the Max line and take a bus straight to 82nd. This area is 1,700 square feet that you're looking at, and there is a spot on 79th and Harold, which is pretty much close to the same square feet, which is available right now. But that's just one example I'm giving. I'm sure you have a lot more resources. Here, what you have in your previous shelter, that's by the Oaks Park thing. If you look at the aerial shot, it is all trailers, like big semi-parking and commercial area. 5 minutes? Got it. 5 seconds? Not happening. And also the one that you have, the transition center that you have on 650th and Hoyt, this is how it looks outside there every day.
Wow.
This is all the garbage that's put there. I just got it from Google. Yeah. This is what you see there every day. And you say that in your FAQs that these people have the parole officers who come and talk to them. You gotta be kidding me about that. I don't think that's gonna happen. But thank you for giving this opportunity.
I've lived in the neighborhood for nearly 16 years in the same house. I'm the mother of 10-year-old twins, and we certainly all recognize the importance of this issue. And I know I personally certainly commend you, Ariel, for addressing this issue, for tackling this issue. It's extraordinarily complex. I do get that, and we all need to have compassion. Increased shelters, programs for the homeless are absolutely the right idea. However, while I know this location is cost effective, I feel strongly that for many reasons, it's not the right location for a low barrier shelter. Concerns that I'd like to speak to is child safety. Several people have mentioned this, but children, most vulnerable among us, it's our civic duty to protect them and their safety. The area immediately surrounding the proposed shelter is home to 3 Portland public schools, Arleta, Woodstock, and Creston, an alternative high school, a YMCA youth development center, and countless daycare and Montessori facilities, all within a 2 to 10-minute walk from the proposed shelter. Enrollment is upwards of 1,500 at those PPS facilities and the alternative high school alone. So these include families sending their children to Portland public school facilities, as well as PPS teachers, administrators, and staff who could all be put at greater risk with a low barrier shelter. So as indicated by the city, the proposed low barrier shelter standards will admit those with criminal records and raising further concerns about child safety. And I think that is our number one concern, is that this is going to be a low barrier shelter. So for the child safety perspective, this is the wrong location for a low barrier shelter.
From this side? The chair, would you like to?
As this is our first meeting, as I talked about, I think it's important. I'd like to listen to you, if you don't mind. I mean, if there's a question that you want me to answer, as I said from the start, we have not made every decision. So this is a chance for you to give us your opinion on things, and that's why we are here.
Why not next to you?
Thank you, Chair. One more question from this side.
Hello, and thanks for coming and listening to all of us tonight. Current crime statistics pulled just today from Portland Maps show that the Laurelwood Park, which is immediately adjacent to this building, have 2.5 times higher the property crime rate that's average for the city. There's 5 times the person's crime rate than the rest of the city. And I'm wondering if this was considered when you were citing this. Those statistics are for a quarter mile So, what will be done to mitigate the likely increase in crime? Will this neighborhood get the same treatment as Tim Boyle and Sorrel and get extra patrols? Because I know that after he complained that committed foot patrols. But I know that when he got patrols down there, that means that the police that are already spread thin have to be taken from somewhere. Will they be added back into this neighborhood? I know how long it takes to train a police officer, and I know that's not possible by the time the shelter is built. So I'm very concerned. Was there an increase in crime since placing the shelter in the Hanson building or the one in Selwood? And can we see those statistics? Are you prepared to present those tonight? Because I would think that you should be able to provide those to the neighborhood before you put a like shelter here. And then finally, 37% of unsheltered people have substance abuse problems. About 44% have mental health issues. They're very closely tied. Was any thought given to concentrating persons with mental health and substance abuse issues in this area before you made your foregone conclusion or decision?
Your first question, we didn't look at the crime rates in the immediate vicinity.
Who made the decision?
We're really looking at where the need is in the community, and we view this as a way to help people who are sleeping on the sidewalks in the area, in the parks in the area, out of those situations and into a much more supportive environment where they're getting the help that they need to move on. And so, we're looking at where are folks living in public spaces, how can we create a facility that will serve them well, and then we can also work with the neighborhoods and creating negative impacts for them. So that's how we look at that. The mental health and substance use concentration question, it is true that many folks who are sleeping outside are struggling with their mental health challenge or an addiction.
As soon as they put the tents
Right
up,
now,
the riot squad
they're
showed up
struggling with those things
beat the
out in
kids
public
up.
spaces
I
without
remember they
access to
hospitalized
support.
that
They
black
don't have
kid.
access to the basic hygiene,
That black kid had to be
Those
transferred
folks
by
are in the
ambulance.
neighborhood now. And I think this is an opportunity to help them come inside, get access to the bathroom and the shower and a place to have their stuff, but more importantly, to start engaging in the treatment that they need in order to get healthy and sober and move on. So we do consider
I don't want to take too long, but the crime statistic you just cited, I believe that crime statistic to be true. And I believe it doesn't matter whether there's a shelter or not, that crime statistic is an unacceptable crime statistic. And regardless of it, I almost view that as a separate conversation. We need to address the crime statistic in this neighborhood. And you need more of a police presence. So let's take that as a given. I know that. And these precincts certainly knows that. I want to ask you a question. You don't have to answer it now, but I want you to think on it. A woman gave, I thought, a really thoughtful statement, and she raised a question. I'd like to know what other people think. She raised the question about proximity and low barrier. How would you feel about higher barrier? Yes. As you answer the question, I'd love to know what you think. Let's talk about it.
No,
start with
Hello. Hi. My name is Amber. I'm a homeowner just right up the street. I think I'd like to just echo what a lot of other people have said and kind of succinctly sort of sum it up. I really think this is the right idea. I think it's the absolute wrong location. I think the promulgation and dissemination of information from the city, from various elected officials, has been astoundingly poor. I don't understand how, I think we all agree and disagree on a number of different issues, but I think one thing I would hope we could all agree on is that the most innocent, voiceless, and vulnerable among us are children. And easily at just 3 Portland public school facilities in this direct neighborhood, you have easily over 1,200 involved. And families, younger families moving into the neighborhood, you sandwich this facility in between a youth development center and an at-risk high school. I don't think you could have tried harder to find a poor location. Here's the thing, I think that it seems to me that economics might have been a big driver in the fact that I've heard from a lot of different people who talked to a lot of different elected officials. This fit the bill, checked a lot of boxes. It's a vacant facility, it's clean, it's on a main thoroughfare next to one bus line, check, check, check. It just doesn't seem like there was any reasonable, meaningful due diligence in the community, and it's astounding to me because you've got Karen's mayor who've contracted with the city to send their kids to Portland Public Schools. And the city is not making any good faith effort. There's a lot of mention made to have some good faith efforts here in the neighborhood with the shelter community. That has not been seen. I think you don't even have to rebuild trust. At this point, you have to build trust. Amen.
Fred Meyer on 82nd and Foster's going to be digging at the end of January.
Please allow people in line to give their comments.
Hi, my name is Jay Collins. Me and my wife are homeowners of the area for 36 years in the Arleta neighborhood. What gets me is the panel's complete disregard for our community and children's safety is evident by our lack of involvement in this shelter process, and it has us all afraid for our children's safety. Your lack of concern for our issues has us afraid of what's going to happen by exposing this low barrier shelter, which is 80 foot from the nearest high school, along with the YMCA and Arlene Elementary. They could purchase alcohol within 10 feet. That's 3 steps from walking out of their bed. They can buy alcohol. And then there's proposal down the road.
3 steps from their bed, huh?
Right next door.
3 steps from their bed.
Right next door. Shelter. And to make it short, I'm concerned for the safety of the children. Here's the last question. Why weren't we invited to participate in this planning and location of this shelter project?
I think a lot of us can echo the concern that you're not just asking us to accept the shelter, you're asking us to accept what we have seen in the multi-block areas around other shelters, which is people camping, drug use, needles, human waste. Several shelters that I drove by this last week, and I have pictures if people want to see, are full of things that I wouldn't want my kid going to school next to. And for the folks yelling, not in my backyard, I have to ask, it's an effort to paint us as being heartless, which is a fallacy argument. I have not heard one reasonable reason why this is a good location.
Because you're heartless. You're
George Ferris. I've been in a location here since 1962. I own property probably less than 900 feet from the proposed area. You know, we need to take a look. Sorry, I had a stroke, so I'm a little bit nervous here, but you need to ask these elected officials. First, I'd like to ask, how many shelters are on the west side? Any answers? On the other side of the river. West side of the river, how many?
No, it's like 4.
Okay. Well, I heard right not too long ago, a gentleman with a jewelry store closed up because of the problem in front of his business. Well, I'm getting to have the same situation right now. My dad is thinking about, what is he going to do? Now, the other thing is, you people up downtown, you don't understand. We could all be homeless too. You raise our water bills, we can't even take care of our water. You raise our garbage bills so high, we can't take care of our garbage. And now you want to downsize Foster Road, the main thoroughfare for people coming from the Oregon City down to Foster Road, down to downtown. You want to take it down to 1 lane. What are you people thinking about Foster Road? You're supposed to be improving the area, not downgrading it. Now, how many roads did you guys downsize on the west side? I haven't gotten any answer on that one. Do you happen to know? But anyway, we could all be homeless because and this $15 minimum wage, everybody was so gung-ho about it. Do you know that prices started going up before the first wage increase? I understand it's a separate issue, but I'm telling you what, this could all be coming up here because we are in tax bond measures. You guys keep adding it on, and everybody feels sorry for the kids. Everybody feels sorry for the police and the libraries.